Polluted Thoughts Podcast, real talk with real people. I'm your host, Colin Garrity.
Oh, yes, sir. It's
Back in the spot.
time to get very serious.
Oh, gotta get serious now. Time to get serious. We have to get serious now.
These are trying times.
These are pressing times coming from all directions.
Oh, yes.
It's been a minute, man.
Yeah,
I've been on a bit of a hiatus with the pod, to be honest.
maybe 2 months, it feels like.
Almost, yeah. It's like approaching 2 months. I don't know, just some shit went down in my life where I needed to like take a step back from the podcast and like focus on, you know, life in general. Yeah, I don't know. Sure. I don't know. I don't like to air out my business, but I guess in the podcast I kind of just do without even knowing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like my mom passed, then I totaled my car.
Yeah.
And then like work, and then just like everything on top. It was just like I need to just like, you know, when shit happens, you gotta like rotate the schedule, and like something's gotta go for a little bit. And it was just, you know, at the podcast, I had to take a back seat for a minute.
It's important, but it's not the most important thing.
Exactly. There were like opportunities where I definitely could have had podcasts. So, like me and Jimmy Cran have just been like playing, you know, fucking call tag, you know what I mean, like tag almost.
That'd be a
where
dope
it's like
podcast. I know he was already on like a long time ago, but like to, you know.
Yeah, come back. Yeah. Well, we did
so much has happened.
We actually did a second podcast, me and Jimmy. But it was the last podcast we did before me and Frank stopped doing a podcast.
So it just
like I don't know if like Frank deleted it from his phone or like he never put it on the hard drive. Like I never got it, kind of thing. And like we just never put it out, which was unfortunate because it was a great podcast. It was just kind of like lost in the abyss, which happens, man. But no, I can't let the podcast take a back seat. It's gotta be like passenger with me going the whole way.
We'll never stop. They'll try to stop us.
Nah.
I'll never stop talking into a microphone in front of a camera until they
hear that. You ain't stopping me.
They're either gonna have to take me to jail or give me like multiple minutes.
I'm going out this bitch in a coffin. I am, man. I'm going out. I want people like fucking ripping a fucking 4-wheelers and
they
fucking
dirt bikes. The SWAT.
They're gonna have to bring a fucking SEAL Team 6 to get me out of here,
like
man.
Osama bin Laden, one of those gay Muslims.
Oh Jesus! Already,
they're the ones who got him, bro. SEAL Team 6, man.
They are the one that got Osama.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have to send that same team after me to get me out this game.
Mm-hmm.
It's honestly crazy, man. We've been doing it for 3 years now.
Yeah, 2021. Summer 2021.
Yeah. Just shooting the shit. That's crazy, man. Holy shit.
It's
3 years went by in the blink of an eye.
Starting in like 2020, time. Like that's when I stopped believing in time, and then it started going like really fast.
What do you mean stop believing in time?
Yeah,
I forget. I don't remember.
Jumbo numbers and whatnot, what have you.
And it's just a bunch of man-made nonsense and what have you.
In the words of Joe Biden, it's a bunch of malarkey. It is. Nah, but what?
It just, I don't know, time just goes by quick, man. It went from, like, I remember us working at Hillrom.
I remember working there.
Like, it was yesterday, you know. Every time I drive past, I drive the same.
I drive by it occasionally, and I just look at it. I point it out to whoever's in the car.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Like me and Colin, and eventually Braden. We used to work there.
I do it every single time, even if I've already done it to the same people.
No, yeah. If, like, I go somewhere with my family, I'm like, that's Hillrom. They're like, we know.
I get the same response. Mm-hmm. It's jokes. I'm glad that someone else does this.
Well, yeah, it could really only be me, you, or Braden.
Yeah, it could be. Just because fucking we're the only 3 that work there that I know of.
Yes. And I almost said his name. Never mind. The manager.
Who? The manager. Oh, Ed.
Yeah.
Of course he worked there.
I saw him at the Nashua Mall.
No, you saw him?
Yeah.
Like after we did the reel?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, not after the reel.
Oh.
Like
we talked about him on the podcast. We made
maybe a year and a half after Hillrom.
Okay.
He didn't recognize me.
He didn't?
No.
Did you say anything?
No.
Yeah. What?
No.
Come on.
No.
You don't take that opportunity to say something?
I didn't realize it was him, but I like looked at him and then I started thinking about it after, and it was just there was no way it wasn't.
Damn.
Mhm.
That's a shame.
It's a goddamn shame.
It is a goddamn shame. Yeah, dude, just like, I feel like yesterday we were like talking about how, you know, like one of us needs to start a podcast, we need to start doing this, and like I just remember like you getting me hip to like all these new comedians and who have podcasts, and like
now they've all like blown up.
Now,
they were kind of coming
like,
up at the time in a way.
Yeah, you were like very onto it.
Very much so. I was tapped into the
You
culture.
were very much tapped in. And then here we are, 3 years later, still doing it. 70-something, 90-something if you count the fight nights.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's like basically at like 100.
Yeah, almost. I mean, we're going to hit 100 this year at some point, which is
course.
regular numbers like podcast.
No,
which
just
would be
like
cool.
keep having people on.
Yeah,
or at least like do like 1 or 2 a
Well,
week.
it's easy. We're just shooting the shit,
Of course.
The hard part is like the technical difficulties like we experienced
Spotify.
like Spotify for podcasters acting like a
They don't want to see you.
I'm gonna call the customer service. I want to talk to Mark. Give me Mark. I want to talk to Mark. All right.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
Bosses.
Yes.
Mark Zuckerberg. Bosses to bosses.
Give me him. Give me that Swedish fuck who owns Spotify. Whatever his name is, or whatever country he's from.
I don't know.
I don't know. I can look it up.
Yeah, the owner of Spotify.
Yeah. He has beef with Neil Diamond.
I just burped into the
Owner
mic.
of Spotify. That was disgusting.
Hey man.
Owner of Spotify is Daniel
I did it
Ek.
for the fans. I did it
He
for the
is
people.
a Swedish billionaire entrepreneur and technologist. He's the
He's-
co-founder and chief executive officer of music streaming service Spotify.
He's also a fraud.
Yes.
Yeah.
His estimated net worth is $4.8 billion by Forbes.
All
Holy
we
shit.
need to do is make an app.
Yeah, I mean, they were pretty revolutionary, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Just going straight to the fucking music streaming, like, wasn't really a thing until Spotify.
Yeah, and then Apple kind of copied them.
Yeah, well, exactly. Well, SoundCloud,
They
it was
did
like
lead
SoundCloud and
they did lead the
Spotify
way.
were back and forth. You know what I mean? Like SoundCloud being the free underground one, and
Yeah.
Spotify being where you can just kind of find everyone's
You can get
music.
real music.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, not XX. It was like I usually watched or listened to fucking X.
I usually listen to myself on SoundCloud. Technical difficulties, you know.
Always.
Just the police came in here. They had to stop us.
SWAT team was like, "You can't be doing this. Gotta get serious. Y'all gotta get serious up in here right now."
Yep. They pointed guns at us.
They gave us one last chance.
Mhm.
They left the house.
Yep.
Now we're back at it.
Yeah. I was just about to pick mine up. I was gonna
Tall
show-
boy drinking.
Yeah. American flag, American flag.
Yeah, walking in here with the Trump flag.
Fuck yeah, man.
I mean, Trump fucking shirt. That was a crazy just representation of government and maybe the country. I don't know. That was fucking crazy.
I asked my dad, like, jokingly, knowing the answer. I was like, because they had an argument about porn stars and golf. I was like, is that the first time they ever talked about porn stars and golf during a presidential debate? He's like, I think so.
I wasn't really paying too much attention. I can't lie. I watched a lot of clips afterward to try to get some information about it so we could talk about it. But Liv was sitting here watching it.
Gather.
I was watching
It's great.
TV, and Liv had it on her phone. And at one point, they were talking about. The question was, how do you intend on helping American citizens who have problems with addiction, get help? And immediately Trump starts talking about the border. He's like, the border was the best it's ever been with me.
Well, the drugs are coming in through the border.
Yeah, and he's like,
From China.
well,
They're making fentanyl.
he's talking about Mexico is what Trump was talking about.
They're
I think.
making the fentanyl. They're sending it to Mexico. It's coming through Mexico.
Yeah, and then he goes on for about 30 seconds, or I think they have 2 minutes allotted each or
I
something.
think it was one, maybe two.
No, because I think it had to have been
Yeah.
two, because at one
At
point
one point, Joe, you have 82 seconds.
yeah.
And then he just farted and then he went to sleep.
They looked at Trump too, and he just was rambling on about the border after they asked him what do they plan to do for help for citizens with addiction.
There's no helping them.
And
It's
and then he goes and the guy's like, Mr. Trump, you still have 62 seconds left. And he's like, well, China's becoming a super country. He's like, and you all let it happen on your watch, Joe. Joe, they're beating us, Joe. they're beating us, Joe. And then, like,
we were trillions.
That's
of
how we
dollars
ended it.
in
They're like,
debt.
you have 62 seconds left.
We were trillions of dollars in debt to China before we were born. It was fucked from the start.
That's ridiculous. That's a crazy stat.
Yeah.
How much are we in debt currently?
Hundreds of trillions.
Really?
Yeah, they own us. That's why John Cena speaks Mandarin.
Nearly half of all U.S. foreign owed debt comes from 5 countries. All values are adjusted to 2023 dollars. As of January 2023, the 5 countries owning the most U.S. debt are Japan at 1.1 trillion. Holy shit. China at 859 billion.
What the fuck? We got it down?
Yeah,
I thought it was
in the trillions.
I thought it was 2 trillion.
We paid off some
and I thought
of
it was
you
like
know?
multiple trillions, actually.
I hope they're giving us a good...
I thought it was like 200 trillion, but it was a long time ago when I looked at it, and it was a lot of zeros, so perhaps it was just 2 trillion. But that's also ridiculous. Joe Biden said we have thousands of trillionaires in America.
What?
Yeah, that's a quote from last night.
Oh, we owe Luxembourg $318 billion. You know how small of a country Luxembourg is?
No.
Yeah, it's fucking tiny. I'm actually, my dad, or my grandpa claims, rather, that we're Luxembourgish. By a little bit.
We're Lunenburgish.
We are. It's very
unfortunately.
On a map, it's like, I think it's between Germany and Belgium?
Yeah, I figured.
Something like that.
I figured it was around yonder.
Yeah, between Germany, Belgium, and France.
Interesting. France.
It's a tiny-ass country. We owe them $300 billion.
Dude, we gotta start going crazy like the French, bro. Did you see what they were doing in their protests?
Yeah, dude.
They were spraying like cow manure at the government.
Yeah. They were dumping
We gotta pull some shit like that, bro. We gotta cover Joe Biden.
Dumping whole truckloads of shit at the front steps.
Yeah, we gotta cover the White House and shit.
We gotta barricade their doors with cow shit, man.
Yeah, until Joe Biden leaves or retires. Cover him in shit.
Like you were saying earlier, we gotta let JFK.
We gotta bring JFK back from
bring
the dead.
JFK back. I know they froze his brain, whatever was left of his brain.
I don't know. I was saying like they should let RFK run instead of Joe Biden, but they won't. And I don't know.
They won't, obviously, but he's the most cognizant of the... I mean, maybe not the most,
He was addicted to, like, drugs.
He was, but he seems fine.
He was addicted to heroin.
He seems alright, but he's off it. He's back on
was Slash.
He's back on the wagon. He's not back off the wagon. He's on it.
He's married to Cheryl Hines. It's okay.
He's riding the wagon.
Yeah.
He's married to Larry David's wife.
Well, fake wife.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Well, fake divorced wife.
Oh, they're divorced in the show too?
They've been divorced for many seasons.
Oh, okay.
Ted Danson fucked Cheryl Hines after Larry was married to her.
Ted
Danson, yeah.
There's like one of my favorite quotes in Ted is like Ted calls Mark Wahlberg. He's like, "Yo, you gotta come over. I'm watching the Cheers extended edition. And they're doing interviews. You gotta listen to this shit." And then they cut to like a video, and it's like, fucking Ted Danson talking. He's like, "Woody Harrelson, smallest dick I ever seen on a man."
I saw Ted like a couple months ago. I remember.
Yeah.
But speaking of Mark Wahlberg,
book.
did you see Diddy was like exposing the list of the gay mafia?
And Mark Wahlberg was on it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. He
don't tell me
he was
stuff
penetrating
like
male ass, unconscious male ass.
No, he wasn't. Not Marky Mark.
Diddy said it himself.
Well, Diddy's gonna say anything to get out of this situation.
And Jennifer Lopez, Alex Rodriguez.
Jennifer Lopez was raping.
She was penetrating male ass.
She's a woman.
Nah, well, yeah, with a dildo. No, who knows?
What?
Nah, he said Oprah. He said J-Lo, A-Rod, Justin Bieber.
Jesus.
Justin started out as a victim, though. But I think that's how they all started out. They started out as victims, and then they get caught up in it. Or else because Diddy got the home camera.
Just the Diddy cycle.
Yeah, it's just the. he's just a gay terrorist.
He's just a gay terrorist on the bus stop.
In Boston.
When we were in Boston for the Celtics parade, because the Celtics won the championship.
Yes, they did.
We were walking.
Celebrating success.
Yeah, we were walking through the streets. We were celebrating our success.
That's the only day of the year when you can walk down the middle of the road screaming while drinking beer in front of a police officer and nothing happens.
Yes. I think they only arrested like 14 people the entire time.
That day?
Yeah.
How did you get arrested there? Like,
well, dude, that's a really low number, 14.
But how did they get arrested? Like,
what do you mean? People go crazy. People do crazy.
I was acting crazy. They should have locked me up, man, in there with a Puerto Rican Spider-Man.
Yeah, we saw the Puerto Rican Spider-Man.
We dapped him up.
I did not. I didn't dap him.
Oh, that was before?
No, I saw him.
Oh, me and Chad dapped up the Puerto Rican Spider-Man. Yeah,
I was like, yeah, I didn't want to touch him. Oh, what was that? Fuck? What was that?
Is that you, Puerto Rican Spider-Man?
I'm going to come kill whoever that is. We're going to take a quick break for a word from our sponsor. Our sponsor today is Steady Galletti Precision Painting. Steady Galletti is a small family-owned painting company that can handle all your painting needs for both interior and exterior projects. No job too big or small, unless you're like a hospital or something. I don't know. They could try it, but it might be too big. Find them on Facebook under Steady Galletti Precision Painting. Quality painting by a quality guy. Call 978-790-2260 to book your free quote today. We're back.
We had to
we
check
heard
on what the fuck that was.
Crazy fucking noise at the window.
Never
it sounded like it must have been a bird running in, but we ran out there with a samurai sword and a sai like half the Ninja Turtles.
He was carrying a samurai sword.
Ran out there like fucking Leonardo and Raphael.
If we had to stab somebody, we would have.
I was ready to swing, man. I don't know what that was. Anyways. It was crazy, yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
We're back.
Back to it. Celtics parade. Only day that you can like really act like a goddamn fool out in the middle of the road, just drinking brews and like smoking weed in front of cops.
It's the perfect time of year because people still go crazy during like the Patriots parade, but it's like definitely like it's either some kind of weather's going on or it's definitely cold as shit. So it's
and like I don't know, it's just like less crazy. Like, it was a beautiful day. People jumping in the fountain. Ugh. From the top of the fountain.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I saw that. Someone jumped from, like, the fucking... There was a fountain that had, like, 2 layers. They got onto the second layer and jumped off like that.
I saw a lot of things. I didn't see that.
That was crazy. But, yeah, back to the idea of the terrorists on the bus stop was they were all fucking...
There's a bunch of terrorists.
They're just standing on top of the bus stop.
Committing treason against our country.
20 of them, and I'm surprised the thing didn't fall down. They're all just up there with like a bottle of like...
The Celtics like posted them.
Really?
On their Instagram, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we should... and like, did you or Chad say we should have got...
No, I said I want to go to in front of the bus stop because they were all above it and take a picture like this and like just have them above me. But we didn't do that. We just kept walking, and Al called them gay terrorists.
There were so many gay terrorists.
Al was going, police! Help! Help!
Every time I saw
gay terror! Please! Terrorists! Help! On terrorists on the bus stop! Help!
Every time I saw the police, I alerted them that there might be terrorists or people with colored hair.
There's terrorists everywhere at the parade.
They're looking to attack.
They are looking to attack.
They hate our freedoms. That's what George W. Bush said.
They do hate our freedoms. Oh man, that's fucking jokes. But yeah, that was just what an incredible.
It was a crazy day.
The only downfall is that the parade is so quick because there's so many. So less players, so many more, and
there's
like a Red Sox.
55 people on like a football roster.
52.
I was gonna say it might get cut down during
the playoffs. I don't know.
Too.
It gets cut down to less than 52. 52 is like regular season roster. NFL postseason roster. Any guesses?
47.
34.
What the fuck?
No, I'm saying 34.
Oh.
Playoff roster.
49 to 47. 47 to 50.
How many players can dress for an NFL game?
47, 45. That's my final guess.
48. There are 55 players on an NFL roster with 53 on an active roster. Sorry, not 52. On game day, however, twice. Just 48 dress. So maybe they don't cut down, but still, there's that many players.
Still, like a little bit less.
Yeah. That's wild. It's a fuck ton of people. That's why the parades are dope too, because there's like 4 or 5 of them on a foot at a time.
Yeah.
But that was cool. It was dope. I didn't have the greatest view, and I still had a great time. Like,
yeah, I don't know. I took videos. I wanted to see the players, but I don't know. I wanted to be there and enjoy the moment and party with the thousands of people. That's what I was there for.
Yeah. Well, that's what everyone was there for. Plus, you're like, I ain't never seen you root for the Celtics in my life.
No, man, go Celtics, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. When they win the finals, man, go Celtics.
yeah. When they win and they have a parade.
Dude, I want the Knicks to win so bad.
Yeah, see, this is the kind of shit I'm talking about. This is the shit you just say that after we just celebrate a Celtics parade and you're wearing like all Celtics shit. You're saying you want the Knicks to win so bad. The fuck is wrong with you?
We're in Celtics championship.
What the fuck is wrong with you? No, we don't. I don't want the Knicks to win shit.
I don't believe in bro. Imagine the Knicks parade. I would love to be there.
I would probably go wearing Celtics gear, maybe. No, I wouldn't even go.
They would kill
you. Fuck that. I wouldn't go. No.
You're lying. You're lying to yourself.
You're
lying to yourself and others.
No, I'm not. I swear I'm fucking everything. I wouldn't go.
That would be the craziest thing ever.
It'd be cool. I fucking wouldn't go.
Okay.
What am I fucking kind of loser shit is that?
If you end up living in New York and you see the fucking parade outside.
If I was living in New York, that's another story.
Okay. Yeah.
If I could walk out my front door and like walk a couple blocks, I'm not driving to New York to go celebrate for another fucking team that I don't like. The fuck? Fuck them. They treated me like shit. When I went to the fucking MSG, when I walked in, I talked to the fucking foam finger guy. He was all cool. No, he was a cool guy at first. At first, he was a cool guy.
After the
game.
He
was like, y'all got a good team, bro. Like, this might be y'all year. He's like, y'all might do it. I'm like, all right, word. Thank you, bro. He was right. Mario bought a foam finger. We went to our seats. And then I'm leaving, and the guy's like, fucking the Celtics lost. And we're walking out. And the guy's like, fucking loser, you guys fucking suck. And like everyone's fucking chirping me as I walked out. As if they won fucking shit since 1973, 2, something like that. They fucking suck.
Dude, I looked up like a crazy statistic about the Bruins. Like, yeah, they won in 2011, but like besides that, they haven't won anything in like 50 fucking years.
Yeah.
They've won one championship.
I think it was 72 was like the last time before 2011.
But they've been good most of our lives, just have not been able to get it done.
Well, hockey's like completely
The Florida
different.
Panthers won the Stanley Cup.
He did.
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I don't know. And fucking.
I don't know a single one of their players.
Well,
I don't know anything about hockey. Well,
hockey is the most competitive.
I understand the game, but I haven't followed hockey in a long time.
It's the most competitive, and it's like the most ever changing, because each year it's like they don't have the same thing in the NBA where it's like you can kind of build a super team. They can kind of do it, but like not really. They just like don't.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if it's a cap thing. I don't know what they're like salaries.
The closest thing I can think of like a hockey super team was like the early 2010 like Chicago Blackhawks. With, like, Taze or Toes.
But yeah, no, it's Taze. Yeah, Jonathan
Taze
and Patrick Kane. Yeah, Patrick Sharp and they had a lot
Sharp.
Of players.
Fuck. Yeah,
Duncan Keith. No, but they like drafted that team for the most part. Like Taze, Kane, Keith, all those players were like drafted. They didn't like really build. You know what I'm saying? Like super team. I think like in my mind, at least my definition of it is they trade or sign those players.
I haven't talked to him in a long time, but like if I ever see him, I'll bring it back up. But like Connor Barry, do you know Connor Barry?
Yeah, vaguely.
Yeah, he always said Patrick Kane was his cousin.
Really?
Yeah, and like I don't know, it's hard to keep up a lie like that, and he was consistent with it. But I want to bring
teenage years.
He went to Monty Tech, and I haven't seen him very much since. But if I ever see him, I'm gonna bring it up. Yeah, Patrick Kane really your cousin? Because that's insane if Patrick Kane is your cousin, bro. Isn't he not on the Blackhawks anymore?
No, he went to another team and then he was on the Rangers. I was hoping the Bruins would get him, but I don't think so.
I mean, is he like almost 30 now? Or like almost?
He's in his 30s for sure.
Yeah, I was going to say. Never mind.
I can like to see how old
like
he is. 35?
Cause
I'd probably say like 34, 35.
He was like drafted at like 18, but we were in like elementary or middle school.
Yeah, we were pretty young. The Wi-Fi's acting janky. Great. Everything won't work.
This is awesome.
Here we go. Patrick Kane's 35.
That was my guess, bro. I don't even give a fuck about Patrick Kane. I know his age.
Guess what team he plays for?
The Seattle Kraken.
No.
I just wanted to say that. Fake ass team.
You're gonna love this.
The
team.
Las Vegas Golden Knights.
No. You're always preaching.
The
this
Phoenix
place.
Coyote. The New Jersey Devils.
No, come on. Really? You always preach this city and you ain't gonna talk about
no
it?
fucking way. He's playing for the Detroit Red Wings. Oh hell. I'll have to pull up on Patrick real quick, man. Hell yeah. With these buffs on, man. Shout out Detroit. I'm gonna live there, bro. No cap. Everything's cheaper there except for car insurance. I don't want a car when I live in the city. It's gonna be easy living.
You gotta look into public transit, man.
Dude, so it's called the People Mover, and you can either like pay like one time and it's still cheap, or you can pay like it's like I think it's like 10 or less a month to like be like just have like a pass to be on the People Mover, and it brings you like everywhere that you want to go and not to where you don't want to go. and it has like actually some sick views. It's like goes like right around like near like the water. It goes through downtown and like it's called the Detroit People Mover. I got it all planned out.
Is it a bus?
No, it's like a train kind of like built like a subway kind of train thing.
On the road though?
On the road, and I think it has like some like heights to it, like a roller coaster, if you will.
Pretty much Six Flags.
It's
the whole city's pretty much just like Six Flags, Agawam.
The city of Detroit is essentially just a good time.
This is just like one gigantic amusement park.
Yeah, it's just awesome everywhere. Everybody's doing good.
I just love everything about it, and I've never been there.
No, bro, I've been studying for years, bro. It's looking great. It's looking fantastic.
I remember there was a video posted.
Bro, when global warming really hits, everybody's gonna try to live up north. I'm gonna be a fucking I'm gonna be a fucking kingpin when it comes to this financial shit. I'm trying to think of a word, but when it comes to real estate,
I'm gonna be a real estate mogul.
I'm gonna be a real estate mogul on these motherfucker, man. I'm gonna run the city of Detroit, and they gonna come to me.
That's who you're gonna talk to now.
Yeah.
I only talk like this, man.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna tell them I'm from Atlanta.
You start up a whole new life when you move to Detroit. You're Ned Devine now.
Yeah. My name is Ned. I was born in Colorado. I did some time over in Atlanta, but now I'm here.
Did some time over in Atlanta.
Fulton County. Yeah.
Let people think, let people reminisce. Wait, is he talking about prison? Is he talking about just?
I don't answer the questions.
Yeah.
I show him this and let the tattoo.
Spent a little time down over there in Chattanooga, and then went over and spent a little time over there in Atlanta.
I stopped by in Tallahassee for about 2 months, and then stopped by over in Atlanta, Georgia.
Did a bit over in Atlanta.
I did a bit over there with Cousin M, and then I let the 24th Street.
Hey, that ain't no right.
Demon home, pussy, piece of shit.
Demon home, cuz.
This is recorded forever.
I was trying to tell Uncle Sean the other day that you didn't know who Drewski was. I was getting him hip.
Dude, Christina said she didn't know who the fuck Drewski was. I was like, I don't believe you. How dare you?
I was literally telling him, I was like, he's one of the funniest people on the whole planet Earth. You gotta see it, you gotta watch it. And I started showing him some shit. The original shit though, AYF football coaches.
I had some AYF football coaches.
But the bit that we're referring to for the audience is King is pretending to come home from prison.
Mm-hmm.
He runs up and he that ain't no right.
That ain't no right.
That ain't no right.
Lil Ray probably did a 5-year bid, some shit. Or something light for a body or something. And then they let Demon out, Demon home, pussy, you know what I'm saying?
When Nico came home from Florida and we picked him up from the airport, that's what I did. The stadies were right there too.
Demon home,
I was like, Demon home, cut! Demon home! That ain't no right! Yelling it.
It couldn't be. It doesn't look the same.
I'm yelling it in front of like state police officers.
That's what I was doing at the Celtics parade.
Yeah, but I'm at an airport and nobody had won shit.
Not yet.
Worcester Airport too.
Oh, that's such a small place.
Yeah, I know. It was just.
I love the Worcester Airport. You're in and out of there, but it's a bad place to start screaming.
In front of the Worcester, like in front of the state police. I mean, like right in front. It was just us. Like Troy pulled up. The state police were like 10 feet away, and I'm yelling, "That ain't low right. No, that ain't low right.
No, tell me not."
And then I got out of the car and started like pounding his back. Take me home, pussy.
Take me home.
Man. What's been going on in your life, dog?
Still working out, making money. Just trying to get out of here. That's what I said last time. That's still the goal.
Yeah?
No, I've just stayed focused. This might be a new part of my
life. You're back off the wagon.
Nah, bro. I was just,
Or are you back on the wagon? I never knew what it was.
I don't know. I was just, I was having fun. Ned Devine. I never got into any crash. I never did anything. But Ned Devine, that was the made up story. Yes was also murdered.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. Yes,
he might have been murdered in between our last podcast. Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, Ned Devine, he died in a fiery explosion when his car crashed on the Daniel Webster Highway.
When did you come up with that? Where was that?
On the spot, right here.
No. It was here on the podcast when we
yeah.
came up with that? That was bullshit, man. That was funny. That's jokes.
Yeah, he died in a fiery explosion, and then from those ashes emerged Yes. But Yes, he oh, God damn it. The Zone 6 trap rappers invited Yes down to Atlanta, and they was having a good time, but then the ops pulled up and they shot Yes in the torso 46 times. He was dead on the scene.
He was buried somewhere in Decatur.
No.
On the outskirts of Atlanta. I think it's in Decatur.
No, they brought him back to Brooklyn. They did a whole parade like Biggie died or some shit.
DMX?
Yeah, like DMX and Biggie Smalls.
You would have thought DMX died twice.
Yeah, man. It closed casket. He can no longer make raps. Rest in peace, Yes.
Any more alter egos?
If I come back,
emerging?
If I come back as a rapper, it'll be as KGB, and I haven't made any decisions.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yep. That was something I came up with like a month ago.
That's funny, dude. What does it stand for?
It's
I know what it is.
Yeah, but like just the Russian spy agency that no longer exists. Yeah.
Whew, man, that's fucking. You're funny, man.
Yeah, I'm out of control.
Oh, let's get serious.
All right.
Everyone gets serious. We gotta
serious.
get serious. We need to get. Let's get serious.
Let's get serious.
Oh, what were we just talking about, right? Oh,
who knows?
No. I was gonna say, do you have like a plan on when you want to move to Detroit? Like a year?
Within the next year,
yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've just been stacking up racks, and like I've been looking at jobs out there. I could get like a nice Hillrom type job out there, and like it would be cheaper to live there. It's literally. I don't know if it's a good or bad thing. It's cheaper to live in Detroit, Michigan than Worcester, Massachusetts.
What do you want to do out there, though, man?
Just I don't know.
Like, what's the goal of moving to Detroit?
So
you don't know anyone there. If you're gonna not make music,
I'm gonna make friends, bro. But I don't know. It's just this area. I feel like it's a part of the cycle of my marijuana addiction. I just get so bored.
You don't smoke weed.
No, but like I.
What are you talking about?
No, bro. I. It's been like. Maybe like a year and a half of like trying to quit, and then there's just I get so bored that like I go like back into it because there's just nothing to do around here. I want something to do all the time, so I just stay distracted.
All right. I mean,
when we did the Skabuki podcast, I was smoking for like a couple weeks at that point. I was high as fuck. Talking about Marcus Garvey, great grandson, Mark.
Talking to Vladimir Putin's great grandson, man.
I most definitely agree.
Yeah. This Kabuki reel, man, that went crazy.
Oh yeah,
Was that the last
so,
podcast we did?
No.
We did one.
We did
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we did one like where I was wearing like my Khabib shirt. No, and that was actually the last podcast you posted, I think.
Yeah.
That was 75. This is 76.
Wow.
But yeah, we did one other podcast. But yeah, the last time I checked, the Skabuki reel has 26,000 views.
It's so funny.
It's so fucking funny.
That's one of the funniest things ever.
Like when that first occurred, I could not stop smiling for a week. It was so bad. I was just nobody had any idea what the fuck I was talking about. I was like, Skabuki, Marcus Garvey, great grandson. I'm running for mayor. And like I just assumed they knew what I was talking about.
I went to a job interview and asked them if they knew who Skabuki was.
Nah, everybody I interacted with, I brought it up.
I swear to God, yeah, me too. I was like, when I walked out,
I told my coworkers.
It's at my current job now.
The most famous crackhead in America.
I said that.
Yeah, that's what he is.
That's what I said to him.
It's an accurate description.
It's like, yeah, you're like the most famous crackhead in America. And like the guy who worked with, he worked with me for like a week, but he doesn't work there anymore. He was like, yeah, I do know who you're talking about, dude. That's my boy sends me.
Those kind of people aren't going to work with you. Most other people who are aware of Skabuki,
most people who know
not going to work with you very long
in a place of employment.
No. Anybody who like actually follows Skabuki, they're not going to last long.
That's an accurate analysis.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, what else happened in between? We met Lee Syatt.
Fuck. Yeah, we did. We didn't bring that up yet.
No, yeah, we met the legend.
I saw him like do like a performance at the Lemon Party show that I saw literally like a month before that, and then like you just hit me up like one random afternoon. You're like, you want to go see Mr. Galetti's podcast? Not podcast. I'm sorry, but his comedy show, and I was like, yeah. But then you're like, there's a guest, and I was like, who is it? You're like, guest. I was like, Lee Syatt. Because I know he'd be doing like random shows just like around like, not even just like Massachusetts, but like all of New England. And I guessed right. And I was like, fuck yeah. But then we got to like meet and like talk to and kind of hang out with Lee Syatt for a little bit. For those who don't understand, bro, that's like Joey Diaz's like sidekick, bro.
Do you understand me?
No, like it's huge, bro. And he gets mad respect in the comedy world.
Yeah, he's a podcast legend, man.
Yeah,
I tried to tell him that.
I don't know when they started, but like it was like a long time ago. They were the pioneers.
Yes,
like, along with Joe Rogan and like a couple people. They were doing it for a long time.
It was at the Sterling Street Brewery in
Clinton, Massachusetts.
Clinton, Massachusetts, man. And it was a show put on by a PTP guest, Tony Galetti. Fucking Steady Galetti himself put the show on, and it was a fantastic show. Honestly, it was a great lineup of comedians.
That guy doing bits about like the oldest baseball park. Were you aware of that?
Yeah,
dude. Like
I played there.
I didn't play baseball there, but like junior year football camp, we did it there.
Yeah,
it was just crazy.
Actually, that's what Braden said when we got there for baseball. Yeah, we played there a summer league game, and then we played there for a high school game too. So I played there twice. Nico hit a home run there.
Really?
Yeah, Nico hit a home run at the oldest field in all of America.
That's fucked.
Which is crazy. I think he said it was Little League. It was actually Babe Ruth. Or high school, whatever. But it truly got to me. It truly got to me.
Truly.
So Tony Galetti put on a great show at the Sterling Street Brewery, and it was filled with like a crazy lineup of like 4 comedians that I didn't really know who were all hilarious that I definitely know now. And then Lee Syatt headlining.
Sometimes like when I'm at work, I'll just like vision like the larger man with the mustache. I'll just see him in my mind.
My dad said he hung out with him and like when they were kids, like he used to be one of their boys. Yeah,
him and like the guy who like said he had like ADHD.
Guy was funny.
Those two were like my favorite.
And the colored hair. I apologize, I don't remember his name. I think it was like Patrick McKinstry or McGinstry. I forget his name. I'm sorry if I'm butchering it. He is hilarious. The dude who did the baseball jokes, and he had a lot. His wordplay is like his jokes are very intelligent.
Yeah, he's good.
But then afterward, we just walked up and we like I was just like, "Yo, you're like a huge inspiration to us, man. Like you, Joey, Joe, like all you guys. Are
Tony
like,
with his dancing bit, that was hilarious, and he like
hilarious.
explained the dance.
Yes, that was a killer bit.
Very good.
Killer bit. But then then like we stop our like introduction of Lee and like whatever, say hi, take the picture, whatever, and then we're just sitting there, and it's like me, Tony Galletti, who's like been my family friend my entire life, Lee Sayat next to me, and Patrick, I believe his name was, the kid who did the baseball jokes, who's hilarious, and we're all just like shooting the shit, chilling. They're all just drinking beers, and like we're about to head out, but we're just like, I'm like, this is the comedian's lifestyle, man. Like, this is what we've been like. This is what we've been trying to get to. Like what this is right here. This is like a miniature pinnacle version, you know. Yeah. Like it was very, very cool, and you know, just to like shoot the shit with Lee Sayat real quick for 4 or 5 minutes. Yeah. Take a picture.
He DM'd me off the picture that I posted on my story too. It's just crazy, bro.
It was very cool.
Lee fucking Sayat.
Lee Sayat, the man.
Flying Jew.
Yes, dude. Yeah, dude, you're the algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
You are the algorithm.
Nah, bro. People don't
Andrew
understand.
Schultz viewed your story.
Yep. Because, like, I don't know, like, rappers with, like, 100K, they'll always view my story. But then, like, multi-million follower comedian, that's kind of rare.
Yeah, dude.
Brendan Shaw viewed my story, or, like, liked a picture or something, like, one time, and I didn't tag him or do anything. He just viewed my story.
That's
like,
crazy.
Liked my shit.
I tagged him once on a picture of me and him.
Gringo Poppy, the greatest stand-up set of all time. The greatest.
The greatest.
The greatest.
He's the greatest of all time.
Brendan
yeah,
Shaw.
dude, fucking... I can't believe Yes is dead. No more rapping? Is that
sh-
what that means? Or just like your alter ego is dead?
Yes is dead. That's all I'll say.
Are you gonna, like, rap at all?
Yes is dead. I don't know.
What the fuck you give with, what is this?
There's a cliffhanger.
Plead
I'm
the
on my
fifth.
Playboy Cardi shit, man.
Yeah, what the fuck, who the fuck am I talking to right
I'm
now?
being spooky and mysterious.
You're KGB already?
Yeah. I'm implementing spy tactics.
Russian spy tactics. Call me KGB.
Yeah, you don't know who I'm supporting.
Why do you always choose names with acronyms?
No, yes is a word.
But it's also like an acronym because it's 3 different.
I don't know. It's just what
like
comes
currencies.
to mind. I feel like it's influenced from just what we grew up in. You know, like NBA young boy.
You should go by KGB Cook. That's kind of
KGB murder.
Jesus.
KGB suicide.
KGB Leviticus.
That's not a bad idea. It's actually a great idea.
That is a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
You should just go by Leviticus.
The devil himself.
We should make like a tape or like a song or something, and just like we'll just go by Leviticus, and the song will be called, or the album will be called Leviticus, and like
that could be our rap group name, Leviticus. That
sounds like some Christian like rock group name.
Now we'll scare them with our trap raps.
It's not even like a fucking demon or nothing. It's like a fucking book.
Interdimensional.
It's like a Bible. It's like a verse in the Bible.
I don't know. We had no idea what the hell Donovan was talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just
so
goofing.
we were goofing off.
Yeah, I was just Cal Rifkin.
Explain Leviticus to me, please.
Leviticus is the 3rd book of the Bible, containing laws relating to the priests and Levites, in the forms of Jewish ceremonial observance. Yeah, I don't know what that means.
What kind of ceremony?
Tomboy's giving me a call. That reminds me. I'd fucking see if I can
Is he
answer
back
it.
home?
I'll answer it on. He's giving me a call on the iPhone. Tom, I'll call you back if you see this. But I got a good story.
Like, Joe Budden be answering calls on the.
Do you have your phone?
I have.
Do you have Tom's number?
Yeah.
Give Tom a call. I ran into this is crazy.
This is not the first podcast where we tried to call Thomas Bodkin, believe it or not.
Wow, I don't recall. Today I'm driving home from work. I'm in the Concord Rotary. Someone goes, "That's Colin Garrity."
Yeah.
You're live on PTP right now, Tom.
Hey, yo, what's up?
Yes. How was your travels?
This man just got back from Europe.
Yeah, man. I saw the host while we were mobile, and I I caught you.
Yes, that was crazy.
I caught you red-handed in traffic. How
So,
funny was that?
yeah, I was driving home from work on Route 2. I'm at a light in Concord. I hear, that Colin Garrity? And I look to my left, and there's the beautiful Tom Bodkin sitting there in his car with his Scottish cousin.
So beautiful.
His Scottish cousin. How is he?
Yeah, well, he's good. He's enjoying himself. I took him out.
You take him to Bandoleros?
Yeah, we literally went right to Bandoleros after our swim.
That's where I assumed that you were going, yeah. The famous Walden Pond, that was a good place to bring him.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he was a transcendentalist, I believe, wasn't he?
What's up?
Wasn't he a transcendentalist?
Aren't we all?
Oh, yeah, bro. Yeah, exactly.
Dude,
Alex couldn't have said it better.
Oh, yes. So you're the leader of a country now, Thomas?
Yes, I've been elected.
Very nice.
And, I'm elected of the co-principality of Andorra. And,
Couldn't have said it better myself.
really, it was more of a coup d'etat.
You overthrew it?
I'm not trying to mince words here.
Coup d'etat.
Coup d'etat. Was
Yeah,
it
speaking
kind of
of
like
leaders,
a
what are our thoughts?
a January
Represent
6th?
the people,
I'm wearing a Trump shirt right now on the pod, Tom.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah. My apologies. I know his stance on things, and I respect them.
My stance is, bro, fucking let's have a party, bro. That's my stance.
Yeah, bro.
Ultimately, that is my stance.
Bro, I feel like everybody who's our age has given up.
I think
it's over.
we planned it. We're going to make the Leviticus party. It's everyone our age.
Anybody who's 30 years and younger.
Bro, exactly, bro. Just, bro, it's like, you know, tonight I'm gonna party like it's 1999, you know?
I'm gonna party like it's 1969.
Are you,
if you're
are you
picking
in-
up what I'm putting down?
Are you in town or are you out in Watertown?
Yeah, I'm right. I currently rolling down Store Drive. I just dropped my cousin off at Chelsea.
Okay.
You're not gonna be around.
Yeah,
here.
you're not going to be around here.
No,
Oh.
that's it.
Well, if you're trying to party like it's 1999, let me know.
If you guys are possibly in this town tomorrow evening, we're going out to Man Ray. For those who don't know, Man Ray is a sick club in Cambridge, Central Square. I would recommend it to anyone listening. And yeah, you guys should come tomorrow night. We're gonna have a good time.
Word. Well, I think I'm heading up to a casino because a UFC fighter's there, and we're gonna watch the UFC fights at like this watch party that he's doing.
No way.
So I might have to
Sounds
pass,
like fun.
unfortunately. But I will
Well-
see you like one of these weekends soon. We gotta plan something, man.
Certainly.
I have, I have.
Well, I'll love you and leave you. And to all the listeners, great choice.
Yes,
Good taste.
very good choice.
Good
Way to
man.
spend your hour.
Good man. Much love, Tom. Always.
All right.
Much
Stay
love to you
safe.
as well. All right.
Love and
Bye-bye.
respect. Welcome home.
Bye-bye. Catch you
Bye.
later.
I need to get him on the pod.
Dude,
Bad.
that was just an example of black excellence. He just displayed it in the best way possible.
But yeah, Tom, what a guy, man.
Dude, he gets along with everybody. He's a good kid.
He's a good kid. I mean, he just like, oh, I remember this one time. It's funny you say he gets along with everybody.
He just does. He
Um,
can fit in
I
anywhere.
have this story on Thanksgiving Eve. We were at on the rocks, and it was like packed in there, shoulder to shoulder. Like, I mean, I was in a group with like Tom had showed up and was like pissed because he had waited outside to get it on the rocks for like a minute, like an hour maybe. And,
What?
Yeah, like it was.
the
That's how
fuck?
busy on the rocks was. Like it was like shoulder to
I've
shoulder to
never-
the glass doors, and like they weren't letting people in.
Never seen it like that.
It was fucked.
I don't go. I've been there once with you, but like
And
actually twice. I went with Francesco for my 22nd birthday.
No, that's 3 times then because we. Oh, actually, no, that was the same
I
time.
went once with you.
Yeah,
once with
yeah.
Francesco.
I thought we went twice. But anyways, we were in
It's
a.
about to be twice.
Yeah, it's true. We were in a group. Tom had grabbed me and said, "What's up?" And it was like me, Tom, and 2 girls from Tom's grade. Who like I
2
don't,
girls, 1 cup.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
had to say it.
I'm sorry.
You're like I couldn't resist.
It just. Anyways.
I would have had to yell it.
My head would have exploded.
Yeah, I would have gone unconscious. I would have blacked out. So these 2 girls from Tom's grade who were, it was like Owen Kelly,
Okay.
and like it was like their group of people, and I like went over and said hello, and one of the girls was like, Tom, I love you so much. Like, I would fight like anyone in here. I fight this bitch. And she was just like joking.
Was it EG?
No, and no, I don't know.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
No.
I mean, Steve-O.
No, it was not. I don't think it was. I don't know who you're referring to. No.
EG is Steve-O, but anyway.
Oh no.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
You doing sick as Steve-O?
Oh, I know.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna jump off this fucking staircase. I did drugs in my room, and then my room was on fire, but it wasn't on fire, dude. So then I took more painkillers, man. Yeah.
Anyways,
It was awesome.
It was
I
not,
shouldn't be alive.
It was not the person that you're referring to and comparing to Steve-O.
Chad came up with that nickname, but anyways.
That's fucking hilarious. No, it's not that person.
Okay.
And whatever, she says something like insignificant, like, I'll fight this girl behind me, and like she like fake throws like an elbow, but like not even like near her, like you're the girl. She's like, you know what I mean? Like we're talking here, and she's like, I'll fight this girl, and did like that. And the girl understood it was a joke, and she was like, oh, you're good, don't worry about it. And that's like, she's like, you're all good, you're fine. And like, but her boyfriend behind her did not find that shit funny at all, and he was clearly fucking blackout drunk and like looking through me.
No.
And he like looks at Tom, and he just starts staring Tom down and giving him the death, like the soulless look.
Dude.
And just like, I'm gonna fucking like kill you kind of look. Like
Imagine.
if he had a gun on him, Tom was dead.
Imagine wanting to kill Tom Bodkin.
That's what I'm saying. And like, I'm like in my head, I'm like, God damn, this is the nicest kid ever. So then I just walk around, I'm like, it's all good, bro. Like, you good? Like, he's good. You're good. Like, well, I keep walking. You're all good. And like, the kid just like kept staring at Tom, and then like finally looked over at me. I was like, bro, have a good Thanksgiving. Like, I hope you have a good. No, like, I hope you have a good Thanksgiving tomorrow. Like, you know. And then like his girlfriend's like trying to pull him away, and eventually he walked away.
Good.
I was like,
that's good.
One hand was like this, and the other hand was like clenched. Because I'm like, I don't want. If this guy hits Tom Bodkin, I'm gonna have to hit him, which I don't want to happen.
I would never.
I don't want to fight anybody.
Fight over a girl either.
Well, that's not even my girlfriend or something. Like, not even like, you know what I mean? It's just like someone who's goofing off. Yeah, but yeah, that's the only time I've ever seen anything aggressive with Tom. But Tom, I remember Tom like one time was like, we're walking through UMass Lowell, and Frank has to take a piss, and we're like on like off campus near like the Edge, near like Chris's like old apartments.
Shout out.
Yeah, shout out the Edge. And so we're walking around there, and Tom's like, all right, dude, like it's kind of late. We're in the middle of Lowell. Like, let's keep the wits about us. Like, you know, let's keep our wits about us is what he kept saying.
Yeah, you never know.
And Frank, this is wild.
Sandwich
This is
queen
wild.
might pull up,
Yeah.
might try to suck your dick, make you a sandwich.
Give you a baby chair.
We can give you you give her a baby chair in exchange for a blowjob and a sandwich.
Jesus Christ. Not good advertisement for their business.
Shh. I didn't say anything about the name of the business. She's just the sandwich queen.
Yeah.
But anyways,
he's telling me keep my wits about. He's like, keep our wits about us. You know, let's stay vigilant. And like, Frank's taking a piss in the bushes, and all of a sudden some kid comes walking by, and Tom's like, hey! Walks over and like dabs him up. He's like, yo, this is our dude. This is the dude who took our order at Wings Over Wall, bro.
nice.
And we're just like dabbing up the guy who gave us our food.
Hello, waiter.
Yeah, and like right after Tom was like, yo, let's keep our wits about us. Like, Tom's just the most friendly guy there is. He says what's up to people he doesn't even know for no reason.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah, man.
Fuck yeah.
I met Steve-O.
Yeah, you did.
I did.
I forget about that sometimes.
Yeah, I walked up with Uncle Sean. He's like, yo, is this your dad, man?
No,
dude.
dude.
Yeah, I was like, no, it's my uncle. He's like, yeah, let's get all in a picture. I was like, okay.
Okay, Steve-O.
Yeah. He sounds like the chick from the like smoking commercials with the fucking pump in her throat.
Oh.
yeah, that chick. Dude, that one of those came on fucking...
I hope that happens to all of us.
2-3 days ago. Me and Liv, or maybe it was yesterday. It was yesterday. Me and Liv were watching TV, and it was like after I've had something on, and it like ends and goes to cable, and it went straight to like a commercial. And the commercial was like this lady with this gigantic like sack, and and her face was all deformed. She's like, I used to smoke butts. And I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, this is dark.
That's just
and I'm like,
genetics.
What? And I go, what's this show that we're like? What's the commercial for? What channel is it? And I look, it's like playing Iron Man. Like, what the fuck? You're gonna scare the shit out of a bunch of like 8 to 12-year-olds?
I mean, that's who you gotta get.
Yeah,
because like they're the only people who aren't.
Well,
smoking.
I remember when we were that age. When I was like,
I was already
7th,
smoking.
8th grade. No, I wasn't.
They didn't get me.
I didn't start smoking weed until right before freshman year of high school. Like the summer going into freshman year.
My first one puff of marijuana was 10. I didn't necessarily get high, and then I really started getting into weed and nicotine at the age of 13.
Damn.
In darkness. I'm gonna tell my kid I never smoked weed once in my life.
Like Brian Scout. No one's ever gonna remember this game that I didn't play. Shit, I'll tell my kids that I maybe got in, and then 5 years from now, I'll tell them that I started. 10 years from now, I'll tell them I'm the MVP.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Type shit.
Yeah, bro.
My dad used to tell me he was the Hulk. He's like, if people get me mad, I turn into the Hulk.
I remember like looking at like my dad's shoes as a kid and being like, what the fuck? How will I ever have like feet that big? Now I'm just like a couple sizes smaller, but like it's just you'll believe anything they tell you because they're your dad and they're just
that
large.
guy. Yeah, they are large. Well, yeah, my
your
dad.
dad is like a very strong man.
He's a beefed up guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the first time you saw him at that show.
No, I've seen him multiple times, but like I don't know.
No. I mean, like in a while. It was the first time ever, but the first time since
I don't
we
think
were,
he was
in high school.
in this form. Like the last time.
No,
maybe
when was
I
the
was
last
like
time
a
you saw him?
sophomore, maybe the last time I saw him.
Yeah, I remember like.
Is that?
I remember it perfectly. I remember.
Al?
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, he told. I'm not. Like when we dapped him up at the show, he's like, "I'm not calling you Al. It's an old man's name."
I remember it was high school. We did awards, and like they gave out like awards for each class, and like you know whatever, and we all go to the auditorium, and it's like a school-wide high school thing. You get notified prior to the ceremony if you're getting an award, so you can
I didn't
go.
get notified. My parents told me I like we're going because I was getting an award, but
senior year.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, okay, so this is your senior. This was our sophomore year that this happened.
Oh, I didn't go to
This
any
is the
other
last
awards.
time you saw my dad. No, that's what I'm saying. Was that they're supposed to notify you when you get an award prior. So like if you don't get an award, you can leave if you want to. You don't have to stay. And we all just went to the office. And, like me, you, Jason, Cooper, like a bunch of us just went to the office and just called home. And if you were on speakerphone or like just called home and they said it was okay, they just let you go.
Yeah, I remember that day.
And
that was a hell of a day.
Oh, it was a hell of a day.
We had some of these, some of this, and we went to the island.
We went out on my on the lake at my house and went out to a little island and did some fishing and smoking and drinking. And I forget why, but like Jason and them had to leave.
Yeah, they
left early.
away.
Yeah, they left early.
Took
and
canoes.
it was like just me and Al. And I remember being lit up, dude.
Oh, we were.
Oh, you're like, bro, like 15 years old.
Yeah.
Smoking weed, you're gonna get zoinked.
Sponsor for PTP is Flippin' Ships. Flippin' Ships was founded by CEO Jason Reynolds during late quarantine, and Jason is in the business of providing you with entertainment. Whether you're looking for a restored boat in great condition you can take on the lakes, or if you're interested in watching the process go down, Jason's got it all. His TikToks show the process in an entertaining way for all ages, but check out his YouTube videos because they show every detail of the flip. Check him out on TikTok and YouTube for some at-home or on-the-go entertainment. His handle is Flippin' Ships. That's flipping without the G, ships. And be on the lookout for these flip ships soon on Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah, so we were on the beach, or on the island rather,
Yes.
and smoking weed, and 15 is all lit up, and when they left,
Just
and
fucked up.
we
were fucked up.
I remember like if it must have been like the same feeling they felt in like D-Day, and it's just like I fucking daze, everything's just a haze around you, it's just like fucking. Felt like I was on the beaches of fucking Normandy, just fucking fucking
beaches of Lunenburg.
That reminds me of one time, first time Jason ever smoked. I smoked him up on a
I remember
grab
the
bong,
story.
and like then like he was like fried as fuck, like rolling around on my floor and stuff, and then he finally calmed down, and I put on Saving Private Ryan for him.
It's fucked. It's criminal.
But anyways, yeah, no. This was a similar time because I remember being high as fuck, and we went back to my house, and like my family was there, and like my little brother, and like whatever, we're kicking it, and like we walk in, and I'm like talking to my dad, and my dad's like, where you guys been? We're like, oh, no. And he's like, whatever, giving me shit about, like, probably me not taking out the trash or doing whatever. And I remember he's like, you high right now? I was like, no, what? No.
No.
He's like, no, you're not. He's like, oh, you're not high right now? He's like, look at your boy. You trying to tell me you guys aren't high? And I was like, what do you mean? And I turn around and I look, and you're like on the ground, like sideways, like playing with James, like like in my living room. And like, I was like, all right, fine. I was like, never go. I was like, no, that's Al. Like, it's
I'm just crazy
Al.
as hell,
Yeah.
man.
And then they didn't go over. We just knew we were high, and then we went out and did something. I don't know. We left.
I don't know what the fuck happened after
Go
that.
smoke some more weed.
Probably. That's usually what we did.
More devious things with Leviticus and the murder and
We were
suicide.
committing murders and felonies all throughout Lunenburg with Leviticus on our side.
No, we weren't.
No,
We were gonna go smoke some weed in the woods somewhere.
yeah, darkness.
Darkness.
Evil haram. We probably went to like the courts near the school.
Yeah,
and
probably.
smoked
Played
marijuana.
some basketball.
Yeah.
Smoked some weed in the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah. You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, raised by it, molded.
I was adopted.
You should go.
I just wear a mask and that's all I
You
say.
should use that.
Darkness. I'm surrounded by evil darkness.
I'm adopted. You should just cut that.
I have no idea who my real parents are. I'm adopted.
I'm adopted. By the time I saw the light, it was nothing but blinding.
Yes.
I'm adopted. Just Bane, like defeated at the end of Dark Knight. I'm adopted.
That'll be me. Like by age 35, I'll be like, I'm adopted.
I'm like one of those twos with a sack on the side
with
of your
a
face.
tube.
in Detroit General Hospital.
I'll be in the city
I'm
of Detroit
adopted.
with a tube in my neck and a shit bag. I'll be like, I'm adopted. I'll die at the age of 37. No, I'm kidding. No, it won't happen. I wish the best for myself and others. This is all jokes.
This is all jokes.
I won't have
Of
any
course.
tubes. I'm not adopted. No, I am.
Yeah, straight out of Russia.
Yeah, man, KGB. Darkness.
Darkness. I wonder if people.
I was born in the darkness.
I wonder if people didn't know that by
born
now.
in poverty.
I wonder if people who watch this podcast were unaware that you were adopted. I don't know what percentage.
I feel like 80% of the people who watch the podcast now.
Have we talked about it frequent?
Well, I guess, like, I was thinking, like, a majority of the listeners have to be local, and then, like, 20 to 30% have to be, like, outside.
Yeah, it's an accurate statistic. Yeah, man. On the Rocks is like going on a world tour for me. Like, no autographs.
No autographs!
I'm just like the Bill Burr bit.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. When I go into On the Rocks, it's cool though, because like there's a lot of people who like I don't know who'll be like, "Oh, it's the podcast." You're like, fucking. I went in. I was taking a piss one time. Some kid in the bathroom. I introduced you to him when we went that time.
Oh, did I talk? I was thinking about
Jake,
that
his
today.
name was,
Because
yeah.
I was talking to my dad about Opie and Anthony, and I remember I brought that up.
Yeah.
For that kid.
That kid,
Yeah.
Jake, I think his name was Jake. He has a very Irish last name. I forget what it is. But he was super cool. But I was taking a piss.
Mick Ireland.
And the kid, he was in the sink. It was like, "Oh, it's Mr. Food Review." And I was like, "Nah, it's not me." Or he said, "Mr. Food Review, Mr. Keitsa." And I was like, I'm not Keitsa. He's like, "Nah, I know. Keitsa's my boy." He's like, "You're the kid who does the podcast, right?" And then we shot the shit about comedy for a while. It's cool. It's cool that this opens up conversations like that to have. You know.
Like around here, at least, I think you're the only person who does a podcast.
There were a couple people
There's
who
a
even
couple
did a
people,
podcast
like, in,
before
like,
me.
Perhaps central Massachusetts.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just so hard to stay consistent. Technical
Yeah.
difficulties, fucking getting guests on. Like, I
For
mean,
sure.
a lot of people don't have an owl that they can rely on.
Yeah,
To, like,
I'm
you
always
know.
down to pod.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, you know,
I love the art form.
if I can't find a guest, or like, it's honestly like, well, I like to do them, obviously, one, but like two, like if I'm having a hard time finding a guest, so I was just like, ow, Get
I'll
out
always
one
do
for
a
other
podcast.
episodes. Keep the numbers going. Just stay
Of course.
consistent. It's just hard to stay consistent with anything, man. There's a lot of people that there's like, I forget their names, or the name of their podcast rather. But like they had a podcast in Leominster, like 3 or 4 dudes before I started, like right before I started. They had like Jimmy Cran on and Fendi on, and yeah. But they kind of like not fizzled out, but just kind of think they stopped, and I think they were about to start another podcast.
Did something else.
Yeah, I think they were going to start another podcast. I don't know whatever happened to that. I'd love to see them do it. I always want people around us to do podcasts, so I can go out and like go do more podcasts.
Guest appearance.
Yeah, well, I would love to. That's what I would love to see you guys do a guest appearance. But like more importantly, it's like great for everybody because then everyone can always fill everyone's like slots, pause by just fucking. Like if I don't have a guest to have on, I'll just have them on reoccurring, and just like, whatever, build relationships with people, especially if they're doing a podcast. It's like conversational.
For sure.
This is probably where we'll wrap it up. It's like nearing 8 o'clock.
I don't see why not.
Yeah. Barring the technical difficulties, this is a good pod as usual, my guy.
Of course.
Good to get in the mix of things a little bit.
Have some silly clips here and
there. Yeah, of course, always. Well, we'll leave you how I always leave you. Peace and believe in yourselves. And I'll catch you fools later.
Believe in Donald Trump.
Don't listen to what he's saying.
Listen to me.
Believe in Howard and PTP.
Believe in America.
But don't listen to what he's saying. Don't listen.
Game